Okay, we will start our MSc number 8 for this year. Hello students, welcome to our MSc 8. We will start the usual MSc with attendance taking. Okay, Sean here. VP, Brian, is James coming?
James coming.
Coming, okay. This is here, treasurers, Janani.
Yeah,
Thank you. Is Baktawa coming?
I think she'll be joining at 8:30 after a class.
Okay. Chen Hong,
Here on Zoom.
thank you. Farrell is trying. I'll take his attendance. Ibrahim. More here, Hillary here, right? Okay. Dion's here. Okay. Ike's here. Atwa here. Hazel's here also. Joash here. Tyler here. Chewy? Huh? Will be late. Okay. Jocelyn here. Is Razan coming?
I'm here, please. Yeah, I joined
alright.
online. Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Okay, Nathan. January. Winnie?
She'll be joining online.
Here, I'm here.
All right. I heard you. Thank you. Crystal will be late. Ziqing. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yashwin. Oh. Jason.
Here.
Thank you. Fatima. Edeline.
Here.
Thank you. Arush. Alhina. Nufail.
Here.
Thank you. Ben. Together, is it with Nufail?
Yes, here.
Okay, thank you. Nayama. Not here yet. Dylan's here. Miha and Samira. Not here also. Okay. We will continue first. So the first motion is the acceptance of apology letters and proxy letters. So the below office bearers have submitted their apology letters and appointed proxies in their absence when necessary. So proxies will be granted voting rights according to the office bearer they represent as recognized by the chair. So this motion is accepted by Tyler. Thank you. This motion is passed. For the students' voice segment, today we don't have any issues going on, so we'll move past and we'll proceed with the divisional and departmental updates. So I'll pass it on to Sean.
Okay, hi, morning, evening, everyone. Okay, so today's report is gonna be very simple, very brief. So yeah, could we just follow a little bit down? All right, great. First 2 points. Myself, the expo committee, we have met with Professor Sarah McDonald as well as our PVC. But for this one, I'm gonna be handing it off later to the vice presidents to go a little bit more in details about all this. You know, they got a lot more intel for this. The main thing I want to cover firstly is the MUSA summit, whereby, as mentioned earlier, the leadership summit within MUSA is to allow for transparent leadership to be shown, as well as to be an example within this university as well. So some of the things that has happened recently is that we had a meeting with the respective schools and relevant stakeholders under the Student Leadership Foundation, allowing us to better understand how their role plays in student governance when it comes to student engagement and student life as well. And this also helped us to build a better bond with them. And we are looking to making sure that this is a semesterly thing so more people can get involved. Right, so that's for the summit, and there are a lot more other initiatives that were going on as well throughout the year. Some of them includes as well the elections, which Bliss will be covering later on. EMS discussion team. As I mentioned many moons ago, EMS is something I plan to fix. It's very troublesome. I myself have a headache using the system for the past 4 years. So we finally had an alignment meeting with all the relevant stakeholders involving security, FMD, events team, student life, and so on and so forth. And the TLDR is basically we have brought in the suggestions from the summit as well as other stakeholders, you know, being CNS being one of the verifiers, making sure we can fix everything. So some of them that we're looking, some of them that we are also looking at is the, sorry, my iPad's dying. When was I? Oh yeah, some of them including bypassing the multiple stakeholders, as we want to keep things very simple, very direct. We want to make sure that certain events, for example, you know, if you're doing a merchandise, you don't really need everyone. So we're gonna do a much more dynamic systems to allow less stakeholder and less strain in the system. From there, financial policies in the sense where are we going to let all the stakeholders approve it, then we get the finances through, or are we going to let some through, followed by as well as the implementation for venue booking and security protocols. A lot of stakeholders are well aware that the venue booking problem this semester has been really, really apparent. I mean, I myself had to deal with a lot of issues as well. So we are really fixing into that. From there, we are looking into the, From there, we're going to look into the entire overview of the AMS system, making sure it's much more easier, much more apparent to use. The tentative deadline for this is set for January to February, whereby the next MUSA term will be able to benefit from this. So for those of the current MUSA term, select off a bit here, but as long as your successors can enjoy. Now, next thing, MUSA Lepak. So as I mentioned earlier, this is an initiative for us all to bond between all the OBs and subcommittee. Recently, we had an event last Monday. Everybody had a very interesting time. Everybody enjoyed. So the next few sessions are coming up in week 10. Some of them include bowling and go-karting, although these are not confirmed yet. But these are the few initiatives that we are putting forth so that you guys can come in and enjoy and really get to bond with one another. Now, the next thing that I myself have participated, so after the meeting with Professor Sarah, we've also gotten a meeting with Mr. Nicholas as well, who is the Senior Director for Campus Engagement and Culture, where we are able to showcase our initiatives and the stuff that we have done. Something that MUSA is very proud of this year is we have done above and beyond, very much well thanks to all the subcommittees and OBs here. We have done a lot more engagement events, a lot more initiatives than any other MUSA in the past few years, which is something that we really hold proud of and something that Australia as well is taking initiative to understand and to learn how we do what we do. And other than that, we're also pushing forward on how MUSA's positions for student advocacy in terms of welfare, academia, and student life has been one of the forefront in not only Malaysia, but as well as in the Australian campus as well. Now, other than that, we went into directly the Tri-Council Alliance, which the TLDR for it is that we collaborated together with Taylor's as well as the Sunway Student Council to be able to get into more details of how we can allow for much more fruitful collaboration between these three universities. And of course, we went for a campus tour, we had games here and there, but the main thing is we talked about what we can do to allow for not only the councils to interact, but also our clubs, our societies, our students to come to one another to make sure that everyone could really understand what's going on and basically ensuring a long-term partnership between all of us. And last but not least, the main thing here is the volunteering program. So, could we go a little bit lower? Yes. So the weekly volunteering event from MUP, the 3 weekly events with UNHCR, Shelter Home, and Kebun Community Hatamas are still ongoing, where a lot of positive feedbacks were received from both the volunteers and the NGO. One-day events, beach cleanup, Promise Home, and Lovely Disabled Home was successfully executed, where we had 269 kilograms of trash collected from the beach cleanup. And again, a lot of positive feedback, of course. And last but not least, the upcoming events. This will go a little bit lower, yes. So for this, we are going to have an event through for the World Singing Day event on the 18th of October, and of course, the Volunteer Appreciation Night. And that is all. This is my report contributed from myself and accepted by. All right. Thank you, Dylan. Bye, everyone.
Vice President.
Hi guys, so I'll be presenting the President's report. So four main points for today. Meeting with Prof. Sarah McDonald, meeting with Prof. Adiba, meeting with the MUM External Engagement Advancement, specifically targeting the alumni, and also TEDx post event. So in terms of Prof. Sarah McDonald's meeting, mainly we went through our past events and also our upcoming events. We mentioned feedbacks and also the possible improvements that can be done towards our EMS system, and also the potential collaboration between MUSA and MSA as well. So moving forward to the meeting with Prof. Adiba a week ago. So again, we went through the past events and also upcoming events. They are quite happy with what we have done and are excited with what is going to come as well. It was a rush meeting. We couldn't give much of any feedback or bring up any issues, but we did bring up feedback regarding finance approval. So I think the verdict for that meeting was that the finance department will look into reducing the number of approval, reducing the number of verifier to speed up the entire process. Okay, so moving forward to the MUM external engagement and also advancement meeting that we had today. So they wanted to inquire on how MUSA engages with alumni. Specifically, they wanted to talk about how we engage with alumni through the TEDx event. So moving forward, what they are proposing is because this department themselves, they have a KPI to hit. So from here onwards, whenever we are bringing in external speakers that are alumni, we are required or at least encouraged to submit an Asana form so that we know and also the school knows that these guests that we bring in are alumni. Okay, so that's that. It's not confirmed that we are going to use the Asana form. After today's meeting, we are asking them if they can implement this into the EMS system directly. So it will be much easier for our process. But to them, in terms of editing the EMS system is quite hard. So that's why they are proposing Asana form instead. Okay. So moving on for TEDx Post event is conducted on 6th of September. Could you scroll down a little bit, please? Thank you. There are roughly 90 participants and also 20 external guests. And it's quite a successful event. It was an honor to have Prof. Adiba to join our event from start to finish. Yep. And we are currently conducting the post event in terms of both the event report and also the report that we have to submit to TED. So Vice President report contributed by James and Brian, being looked over by Sean and Dylan, accepted by
Brian. You can't accept your own report.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to General Secretary's report. So there's only one thing highlighted, the MUSA General Election 2025. So we are currently in the campaigning phase of the elections. So we have set up a campaigning booth in front of the library. So all candidates take turns to present their manifesto and connect with the students in the booth. And the debate itinerary and structure are in process of being finalized. So the debate period will take place after mid-sem break from 6 to 10 of October 2025. The result ceremony is tentatively to be held on the 23rd of October instead of 20th October as originally planned, because 20th October is Deepavali, so we moved back to 23rd. And we will have an installation ceremony that's a bit special for this year. It's tentatively set for 28th October, which is on week 13. We'll be inviting staff members and stakeholders who have supported MUSA 2025 throughout the year to be attending the installation ceremony. And this ceremony will also serve as a platform for all MUSA members and alumni to celebrate the 25th anniversary of MUSA counting this year. In addition, the current office bearers will be presented with the physical certificates of appreciation during the ceremony. So current office bearers, if you guys want your certificates, please come to the ceremony on 28th of October. Thank you. And the dress code is formal, as we'll be inviting people from other universities also. So it will be a full formal event, tentatively on 28th October. So this report is contributed by Bliss, General Secretary, accepted by Thanks. All right.
Okay, so moving on to the treasurer's report. So the first one will be the finance cutoff dates. For cash reimbursement, the final deadline would be 15th of November, and any CR requests submitted after this date will be rejected by MUSA Finance. Departments may still resubmit these rejected claims in 2026, but they will be deducted directly from the department's 2026 budget allocation. As for PRPO submission window, the final submission period is between 15th October to 20th October. Requests submitted after this period will not be processed unless a valid reason is provided. And if MUSA Finance determines that a PO cannot be issued before the event date, the request will be rejected outright, which means that CR will not be accepted as a fallback when the PO is rejected. So please plan accordingly. Moving on for the departmental budget tracker submission. So since we want to keep track of how much all of the departments are spending, each department must submit their personal budget tracker that you have used throughout 2025, and this tracker must include your original budget allocations, exact expenses that has incurred, and the revenue collected via the fund tracker where you submit it for remittance, or the QR QR as well. And ensure the tracker follows the same order as the budget prepared at the start of the year, as this will be cross-checked against MUSA finance systems and reports for audit purposes. And the deadline for this will be the 6th of October. And you can just send me your respective trackers in the WhatsApp departmental groups. Moving on for overspending and event budget compliance. Departments that believe they have overspent must immediately arrange a discussion or like a meeting with finance. You can message me in the group and we can schedule it, or you can show up to my office, but just let me know beforehand. Departments are strictly advised not to commit or spend further on events beyond their approved budget allocations. Please remember that. And lastly, for physical receipt submission, departments must submit all the physical receipts for events held in semester 2. The final submission deadline is 31st of October. Try not to submit anything after that because it's going to be an exam period and we'll be pretty busy. Receipt must be original and valid in accordance with finance guidelines that I mentioned in earlier MSCs. Please place receipts in the tray outside the treasurer's office. There is no need to notify anyone once submitted, just simply leave them in the tray. So this is our treasurer's report prepared by Jeremy and Baktawer and accepted by
Hillary.
Okay, thanks, Hillary.
Okay, moving on to CNS report. So there's just two things. The first one is Monash Club, which we will have a closing ceremony tomorrow, and we'll be at a concourse, and we'll have cheerleading and dance competitions, and we'll just give out the medals and also announce the winner tomorrow. So ODs and students can come and join us. And the second thing would be the constitution amendments. We have drafted the amendments that we have discussed among the heads, and the changes will be formally briefed next year. And most the key points are that we propose new requirements for club committee exco to streamline the planning, and also so the serving term will be 1 year, but we will be giving us buffer period next year, and we will start officially in 2027. And event process being updated as well, and we will put it into the handbook for the detailed process. So that's all. It's contributed by Chuan Hong and Hebe and accepted by
Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Okay, now moving on to the MUIS agenda. Firstly, the CRO department. So we will be conducting our first MCN dry run on the 27th September on a badminton court. We'll be validating 5 key points. One is community progress, as checking the status of all 12 communities, their performance, choreography, and readiness. Then we also will check their performer requirements, as attendance is mandatory, and it will only be full routines, and application forms must be finalized and submitted by all performers. Then we will also review the technical submissions, because all playback audio will be due by 26. The video itself is optional by 26, so it's only audio that's mandatory. There's going to be a max of 50 performers per community, but that does not include the fashion show, as they are separate. Now, the dry run guidelines is that we need the communities to showcase complete performances for feedback, and also that background visuals are only optional. Then there's also schedule compliance, in which all communities must follow assigned slots and gather 10 minutes before start times, as it will be strict. Now, moving on, the Monash Cultural Night is confirmed to take place on 11 October. Dry run, the second dry run will take place on the venue itself on 9th October, Shalom. 2 out of 3 judges have been confirmed. 2 out of 3 of them are also very much acclaimed in their industry. The ticket sales have been ongoing, and 2/3 of the maximum tickets have been sold out already, and we are anticipating a very fast sold out rate. The venue will be announced during mid-semester break, which is next week. Now, engagement department. There are departmental updates, such as the successful recruitment of onboarding of 2 new subcommittee members. and we have completed all documentation required for the year. Event updates is that we successfully executed Monash Glow with a turnout of 300 participants. Planning on Jom KL International Games Night and the orientation booth for October have been started. There's also, we finished the logistical planning of October orientation booth and Jom KL, and we're currently working on the logistical plan for International Game Night on October. Now moving on to the media department. The final theme and timeline for MIMA are currently being finalized. The outline and release timeline will be finalized by the end of the mid-semester break. MCN marketing is also ongoing, in which 6 posts have been released, and physical promotions are located around campus, such as banners and buntings. The first episode of the MCN reality show has been uploaded, which is the India x Nepal episode, and there will also be a total of 12 episodes featuring every country. Now, the new MUSA logo is currently in use, which highlights the upcoming MCN event and addition to build up anticipation towards the event. This report has been contributed by me, Fral Bramatyo Tuapane, and Ibrahim Murtaza as the head of MUSA 2025, accepted by... Thank you, Mr. James, with the handsome batik.
Okay. For activities report, I'll start with the October orientation. So October orientation will be held on week 12, specifically October 22 until 24. Pre-planning has been established, however, it is not finalized yet. Everything will be finalized by week 10, which is next 2 weeks. For MVP event, it will be collaborating with the activities for their event on October orientation, which is called the Dracula birthday party. Next, Monash Ball 2025, the contract has been approved. However, it is still pending on signing. Promotional material will be posted after the contract has been signed. Event flow, table arrangements, and sponsor outreach is in progress. Contributed by Hillary, accepted by...
Hi guys, Jesse here. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing the report for publicity. So firstly is the appreciation night design. So the logo, banner, sash designs are confirmed, pending merch design and venue decor. So thank you, Jesse and the team. I mean myself. Followed by the merchandise sales. Successfully sold out 60% within 2 days. Thank you for the team and to everyone. And last but not least, remaining merch will be continued for promotion. Contributed by Jesse, accepted by
Huh? Tyler. Sean.
Tyler. Okay, thank you. Bye everyone.
Okay, so for our updates for the current semester 2 events, we've completed our music festival collaboration Monash Glow with MUSA and on the 4th of September and received very positive feedback. We also completed the second collaboration event of September, which is EDI Week with activities on the 11th of September with good booths and with comforting atmosphere. And the last mid-sem Slack Pack of 2025 just finished today, a few hours ago, which we gave away 500 packs in total. So the last event that we have planned is Wellness Week, which is our flagship event, which will be happening on the 6th to 9th of October, with EMS still hasn't approved yet. And the gist of the event is, along with a bazaar, we have activities such as game booths, arcade machines, and workshops at the porch for all 4 and 3 days, with prizes to be won and things to take. So if you guys want free stuff, as usual. And for the Welfare Affairs Committee, we have published the International Student Guide created by MUSA, which is in discussion with student life, and collaborative initiative with the MUSA Publicity to design zero food waste posters in the cafeteria to achieve more SDG goals. This is contributed by Gia and Naomi, accepted by. Thank you.
As for the editor's report, we'll cover 4 things today. So firstly is Manga Night. So Manga has hosted our second internal Manga Night of the year
on the 29th of August, and there was 31 sign-ups in total, with 24 attending participants from subcommittees of all departments, and the rest were contributors. Next is ACNOM. So ACNOM is our Art Gallery Night of Monash, which is our flagship event, which takes place once a year. And this event features diverse forms of art from artists in Monash, and it was held on the 19th of September with total participants of 45. Both internal and external artworks were exhibited during ACNOM, and specifically 2 graphic design exhibition, 4 media exhibition, and 1 writing exhibition. We also received artworks from 10 artists from Monash students to display their art. A total of 7 students made short films were submitted and premiered during ACNOM, and all of them were filmed and made specifically by Monash students. Next is manga short film. So our short film titled Obscura was premiered during ACNOM and will be posted on Manga's YouTube account very soon. Next is our mega issue. So Manga's mega issue is currently in the preliminary process of designing and structuring. So this is contributed by me, Crystal, Jason, and Yashwin, accepted by
Benjamin?
For the SAS representatives departmental report, we hosted an EDI movie panel on the 4th of September as part of EDI Week, aligning with Monash's commitment to equity, diversity, and inclusion. The event recorded a total of 59 signups and was attended by 32 participants. The panel featured senior lecturers from SAS, namely Dr. Agatha Framus as the host and Associate Professor Dr. Joseph Goh as the guest speaker. Moving on, the SAS x Monash University Islamic Society Palestine Awareness Gallery, SAS collaborated with MUIS to curate a gallery as part of their initiative to raise awareness on the current situation in Palestine. The gallery was open to all students and staff from the 2nd to 4th September. It was an overwhelming success as the gallery provided a space for students and staff to engage with the realities of the current situation in Palestine and express solidarity. Moving on, the Staff Student Liaison Committee meeting. SAS had its last SSLC meeting for the 2025 year on the 9th of September. Feedback provided by the SAS representatives was duly noted by faculty and relayed to the respective unit coordinators. The meeting concluded with a discussion on student life on campus with the Dean of the School of Arts from Australia, Professor Katie Stevenson. SAS De-Stress event. SAS's concluding event of the year took place today, 25th September at the Student Lounge. And finally, for October orientation, SAS is currently in the process of preparing for the October orientation 2025. SAS representatives will be assisting EMO during orientation and will execute the SAS icebreaker session as well as campus tour. All venues for the school organized activities have been booked and are pending approval. Contributed by Ike, School of Arts and Social Sciences representative, accepted by
Jocelyn.
Thank you.
For School of Business, the first part is the publicity side. So they're currently they already shot did the shooting for our reels, and then they're gonna start uploading 3 videos because they plan for 3 videos to be uploaded, and it'll all be done before the semester ends. So we still got time. And then one of our publicity head created the new logo and requested to change the username. So we hope to change this by the end of the year, so that when there's the new intake or when the new term comes, SOB heads or reps come next semester, it'll be with the new logo and username, which will be very easy for them. And then for events, our upcoming event is October Mingle Night, and they're currently discussing with the events head and PICs regarding the games and the food. But for now they're leaning more towards like pizza and more into sports instead of games. And then for SSLC, we have also already prepared for our upcoming meeting, and it's going to be held on the 6th of October.
Last is the merch. There are delays in the purchase order request, but then it's currently in progress, and the orders are expected to start after the midsummer break. And the vendors mentioned that this will be done in 2 weeks. Also, we plan to get orders before the semester ends so that when the new SOB reps come, they can start selling it. Yeah, contributed by Hazel and Adwa. Accepted. Thank you.
Okay, so on behalf of the 7 schools, I'll be presenting the 7 School Carnival. So this event was successfully held on the 28th of August 2025. This event consisted of 7 game booths, one proposed and prepared by each school. Alongside these were traditional carnival games such as photo booths, eating competitions, mechanical rides or games, caricature artists, and mime. Participants were given a goodie bag containing the sponsored items, marshmallows, and popcorn if they completed all the school booths. We had one sponsor, Respect, who sponsors facial masks, towels, and cotton pads, totaling a total value of RM 3,430. In total, we spent RM 7,739 and 93 cents. So some post-event reflection, no major issues or complaints on the day itself. Individual booths were quite well received, albeit some minor issues. Pre-planning went quite well, however, near to the event, important documents such as manpower and duty sheets were quite last minute. With such a large event, a clear and concise budget tracking system should be implemented. Now for our recent competition collabing with IMECI. This event was held on the 4th of September at MindLink. This is a competition where students had to model a 3D model the quickest, where they were given technical drawings. Wait, Lovis, can you scroll down a bit? Thank you. So unfortunately, it had quite a low turnout rate from roughly 10 plus registered to only 4. But the main reason that many participants informed us was there were many replacement classes held at the same time as the competition. So a lot of them did not know about these replacement classes until quite near to the dates. So they had to inform us that they couldn't make it. So yeah, as our registration was open quite early, many did not know their timetables. Okay, so now for our charity outreach, which was held in collaboration with RMM. So this event was successfully held on the 6th of September at BRDB Rotary Children's Residence. Overall feedback was the content was informative and engaging. Children were enthusiastic, especially with the robots. Activities were fun and interactive, although the pacing was a bit uneven. A recap post has been posted on Instagram on the 24th of September. Now for our upcoming events will be our Satu giveaway. This will be held from the 20th of October to the 24th. The giveaway will feature our most famous Krispy Kreme original glazed donuts. And another event which will be held in week 13, our care package event, which is on the 28th of October to the 30th of October. The package items are chocolate bars, cup of instant noodles, granola bars, mystery gifts, tea bags, and pens. So lastly, we have our Buddy mentorship program. This event will be held on the 27th of October until the 21st of November over the course of 4 weeks. A recruitment form has been sent to past mentors, and so far 3 people have registered. An Instagram post is scheduled for the 29th of October to promote it to all students. Contributed by Joash and Kavi, accepted by James, Tyler, Farrell, Joash.
Okay, hi.
Oh, okay.
This is Tyler,
Right.
SOIT rep. Okay, so for our SOIT report, first thing we want to report on is SOIT merchandise sales. Yes, so we have just concluded our pre-order because we closed it because if we don't close it, then we will not be able to get the merch on time before the semester ends. So current pre-order sales have reached over 390, it's actually almost 400 already. Then we collected payment from around 300 and we collected payment for around 350 pieces. So there are still some people we are still chasing for payment. And yeah, we expect to get the merch by the end of week 10 or the beginning of week 11, and we aim to distribute it right after. And hope that we can see a lot of students wearing our merch. Yes. Okay, next we have an offline challenge. I don't know why it was called offline challenge, but basically it was a something like an online treasure hunt. So I think it should be called online challenge, but then we put offline challenge that time. So this was held from 8 September to 12 September. And I think this was mistake from our end for putting it during week 7, because week 7 is when all the SRIT students have too many things due in the same week. So the participation wasn't that good. We only received around 11 responses despite all the hard work put into the challenge. So yeah, maybe next time we can look into extending the deadline or putting it maybe in the beginning of the semester. So the winners will get free SRIT merch. Yes. So next thing, NVIDIA Deep Learning Workshop. So we are collaborating with NVIDIA to host a deep learning workshop in it was supposed to be in week 9, but because of some delays with our lecturer, some scheduling conflicts, so we had to move it to 20th. Yeah, expected it was supposed to be on 25th and 6th September, but it's going to be postponed to October. Yeah, just got news of it today. And yeah, it's currently waiting approval still. And this will be under Mamtek, not MUSA. Okay, then lastly, SRT Recharge. Yeah, so this is going to be an event that will be held on 8th October. So we'll be inviting some blind massage therapists to come over to campus, and we'll be giving away free neck and shoulder massages to all SRT students. So we have 80 slots available. Yeah, and only available for SRT students. Yes. Okay. Amazing plan, guys. Okay, contributed by Tyler and Chiu Hui, accepted by. Okay. Pharrell gets a free massage. Yes.
Come on, you're so simple. Come on.
Okay, good morning. Our upcoming events. Okay, so we're planning for an upcoming ball in collaboration with Mummets. We've already begun publicity and our ticket sales will begin soon. We also decided not to hold a mingle night for the October intake students this year due to the consistent low participation rates of usually only on average 2 students in previous years. So this year we won't be having that. Secondly, our merchandise, we've already started distributing the sweaters. Most students have already collected their sweaters. We're also currently in the process of producing shirts for medicine, psychology, and human nutrition students. Unfortunately, the distribution will only begin after the semester ends due to some internal delays. There, we met with our candidates for SOMAS. We discussed their roles and responsibilities, and we are also preparing for the upcoming debates. So contributed by Jocelyn and Raz, second accepted by?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone. So for the School of Pharmacy, firstly we'll be talking about our ESSFS giveaway. So a lot of students came for our ESSFS giveaway. We gave with only remaining 5 gifts remaining at the end of the giveaway, between the dates of 28th to 29th August. So just a recap, the ESS giveaway was actually care packages, which consists of a variety of mini gifts, and it's the first time doing so. So overall, a very fun and successful giveaway. Next up was our SOP Sports Carnival. So we had 4 sports: badminton, pool, captain ball, and dodgeball. But unfortunately, due to the small size of target population of SOP students only, we were not able to get participants for dodgeball. So hopefully, maybe next year, the new reps can somehow change the mechanism of the sports carnival to incorporate other schools as well to increase participation rate. Next, however, every participant and committee actually enjoyed the event and had fun watching all the matches. They were all very neck and neck, and we had some issues with the equipment for captain ball, but due to help of a student, we were able to get the necessary equipment just right before the match started. Right, next up is MUSA SOP Career Insight Workshop. So mostly it's all good. The speaker arrived on time with the slides prepared, but the speaker didn't let us review the slides because it was PNC. So, and also would have been preferred if the content of the slides was also applicable to pharm science students because it was more skewed towards pharmacy students. And students stayed back to ask more questions to the speaker, which actually was a good engagement between the speakers and the students. So overall, a successful event as well. And after that, we also started our phase 2 merchandise sales. So the phase 2 received 15 orders, giving a total of 79 orders, including the phase 1 sales. So we are in the midst of currently distributing the merch orders to our students. So the final merch distribution will be on the 10th of October after the sem break. we had issues during delivery where when the vendor delivered the merch, another student representative was called for our merch delivery instead of the pharmacy school representative. Yeah, I think there was some miscommunication between the vendor and the school reps because it was the same vendor with another school. Yeah. And the next event, year one of skill workshop. So it was all good. Speakers and facilitators arrived all on time. The food also arrived on time. And the participation registration was really, really smooth, with most students arriving on time. And overall event flow was smooth as well. Students were also engaged during the FASI session. So actually the registration was very fast. Within like 1 to 2 minutes, we reached our maximum and eventually the Google Form shut down automatically. Yeah. So we expect the same for the year 4 skill workshop, whereby we are currently licensing speakers and FASIs, and the event will be held on the 11th of October, and the registration will be open a week prior to the event. And lastly, the biggest event of MUSA SOP, which is the year-end treat in collaboration with MUFAS. So we already had an onboarding with all the departments, and all departments are currently working on their respective tasks for the year-end treat on the 22nd of November. Venue has been finalized, which is Vida Bukit Ceylon at Bukit Bintang, and we are currently waiting for the venue to be registered by the school so that we can proceed with the paying of 20% of the total amount. And lastly, the external catering by Lean's Catering will be handled solely by SOP AMO via sponsorship. So we have liaised with them, we have sent them the quotation, and they will be making the payment directly to the vendor. So this report is contributed by myself, Nathan, School of Pharmacy representative, and accepted by. Thanks, Joash.
Okay, so now I'll be presenting the School of Science report. But before that, let me rename myself first. Okay, so first thing is the merch distributions. The second round of the distributions completed, and then the merchandise collection is ended as well. No more collections are available. And moving on, we have our Career Insight Workshop. We already submitted our PR, and then the overall event went well with 25 participants show up. And then the interaction with participants and the speakers are very good. Next up, we have our industrial trip to Pantai Hospital, Kuala Lumpur. We also submitted the post-event report. Overall, the event went well with total of 18 participants in attendance. And we also have our October orientations in plan. We already completed the event proposal and project proposal, and we expected 100 students to join the new intake. This report is contributed by me, Sinray, and Whitney, accepted by Dylan. Thank you, Dylan.
All right, I think that concludes the last departmental report. Just to check if any OBs have anything you want to raise before we end today's MSC. Counting down, 3, 2, 1. All right, if nobody has anything to add on, we will end today's MSC meeting. Thank you, students, for joining in. I'll see you guys in the next MSC meeting. Thank you. We got to get short